There's 83 current brawlers in Brawl Stars, and for some reason, there's only about 20 every season that most players will use. And I promise you, there are more than 20 good brawlers in the game right now. I'm going to be giving you guys the 10 most underrated brawlers in Brawl Stars Season SpongeBob. Starting off at number 10, I have Carl. Carl is a really fun brawler, does a good amount of damage. He has two really good gadgets, a pretty good super for doing damage on heists or chasing down enemies. He's got good range and his shots aren't hard to hit. He's good in a decent amount of game modes. I've started to see Carl more as my rank has gotten higher. I got to Masters for the first time last season, and this is when I started to see a lot more of these brawlers and see that they're actually good in the right hands. Carl is one of these brawlers. At number 9, I have Lou. Lou has a really good hypercharge, which is just overlooked. His hypercharge makes for free kills and insane control, but not even that. His super in general helps to control the map so much, especially on hot zone. He is a really good hot zone brawler. He has good range, does good damage. His gadgets aren't that good, but that doesn't really matter because he is still a very solid brawler, especially on hot zone. At number 8, I have Stu. Stu is a very good brawler, and I would consider Stu a top 20 brawler in the game right now. A lot of people didn't pay attention to how he got buffed, and it's made him very viable in the meta right now. Stu is one of those higher skill brawlers that are very fun to play once you get the hang of him, and in high ranks, some people are unstoppable with Stu. You could be unstoppable too, you just gotta try him out. At number 7, I have Willow, and I personally have never really been a Willow user, but there are some really good Willow players in the game. There are maps that are really good for throwers, and most of the time, all these throwers are getting banned, like Larry Laurie, Dynamite, Sprout, Grom, Barley. There's so many throwers that get banned. Willow never gets banned. And Willow's a very good brawler. She has a good gadget. She poisons, does a good amount of damage, has a decent amount of health, and her super is just really good, making for 2-on-3 scenarios with your team that are going to be really easy to win most of the time. And she can make her own opponent score on themselves in Brawl Ball. That's my favorite part about Willow. But definitely, Willow is actually good. Moving on to number 6, I have Bo, and it's literally because of his super. His super is so good when paired up with the Snare Bear star power. This star power literally stuns enemies for 2 seconds, which might not seem that long, but it is. It makes for free kills and helps get so much control on the map. He does good damage as well and has good range and has good health. I think he's one of the most underrated hot zone brawlers, but he's really good on gem grab as well, and I've seen him even work on Brawl Ball. He's not too hard to use. He's really fun. You should tap into Bo. But starting our top 5, we have RT at number 5, which RT is just a super fun brawler. His super does so much damage, and his gadget gets his super instantly, so on the right map, he can be absolutely busted. You just have a super immediately and start dominating. He has really good range and does really good damage. His regular attack is similar to Belle's super. It's just insane how good this brawler is and how underrated he really is. The more I think about it, the more I think that maybe I should have put RT a bit higher on this list. At number 4, I have Otis, and you never see people use Otis, but I promise you the times that I have in the last couple seasons, they have all been dominating. Otis super makes for the freest kills I've ever seen. He has good damage, has good range. I don't really see anything wrong with this brawler at all. He takes a decent amount of skill. He's fun to use. And if you see someone pick Otis, just know you might be in trouble. At number 3, I have Griff. And I think a lot of people understood that Griff was good when Quickfire was out, because obviously he is one of the best brawlers in the game for Quickfire. But Quickfire goes away and people just think Griff isn't good anymore. Griff is an insanely good brawler. Like, he is really good. He has a really good damage output. His super counters pretty much every tank in the game. He has good range. His shots are easy to hit. He has a good gadget. He has good HP. There is not a lot of stuff bad about Griff. I personally think Griff can be used on a lot of game modes as well. So if you guys haven't upgraded Griff already, he's not going to get banned a lot. You should probably upgrade him. At number 2, I have Mr. P. Mr. P is an awesome brawler, and he's really fun to use. He can be an absolute nuisance with his super. He can hit over walls, so when throwers are banned, when there's no throwers to pick, Mr. P is a good option, especially on a map like Belle's Rock and Knockout. I find Mr. P to be really good on that. But yeah, the map pool is really good for Mr. P right now. He's not picked a lot, and when he is, I already know I'm cooked. And you guys are really going to have to hear me out on number 1, because there was a lot of brawlers that could have went on this list. But for number 1, I have Doug. And I know people are going to think I'm crazy, but there's a reason for this. Doug is the most underrated, not because he's the best brawler on this list, but because of how bad people think he is and how he's really just not that bad. I used Doug to get to top 100 in the US this season in ranked. Because of the map pool and because of the super bushy modifier in ranked, he's actually like insanely good. It's crazy. His gadget makes for free kills. He can literally turn into an assassin with it, and he can heal his teammates, and he can heal himself with the star power. This dude is good. I don't understand why people don't use him more. He's also the best gem carrier in the game. With his super, you can just die and still keep the gems. It's insane. And that's why he's going up to number 1 today. But let me know what you guys think about this list. Who do you think is the most underrated brawler in the game? And who are you going to be upgrading after this video? Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that sub, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace.